Does Megan's artistry need to grow, or do y'all need to shut the fuck up? Do y'all need to put the microphones and the cell phones down and shut the fuck up? Listen, there's a conversation that can be had about Megan Thee Stallion's artistry and her subject matter and her cadence, her flows, her bodies of work. There are conversations that we could have about it. However, if we are going to have those conversations, I would ask that everybody come into the conversation genuinely and not trying to compare her to people that she is not. Megan Thee Stallion, I just want to let everybody know, newsflash, Megan Thee Stallion is not Nicki Minaj, okay? Megan Thee Stallion is not Doja Cat. Megan Thee Stallion is not Cardi B. Megan Thee Stallion is not Beyonce. She is not Gaga. She is not Rihanna. She is not none of these girls. Megan Thee Stallion is Megan Thee Stallion from Houston, Texas. And I think that y'all get it really confused when y'all try to compare her to people with experiences and life situations that has no effect on her. Megan Thee Stallion was influenced by Pimp C, Bun B, what's the white man's name? White Houston rapper. Pow Wow. There we go. Pow Wow. She is influenced by all of these guys, and if you have listened to any of their music, I grew up in the 2000s, born in 92. So I have a lot of my youth was spent listening to rappers of all over the globe. I'm from California, Compton to be exact, but I didn't just grow up listening to NWA and Ice Cube and them. I also listen to Bun B, I listen to UGK, I listen to Kanye, I listen to Jay-Z, I listen to Lil Wayne, I listen to a bunch of influence of rappers. But if you have any knowledge of Houston rappers, you would understand that her cadence and everything that she does is a very specific Houston brand. Now, only reason why we give her so much flack for it is because, what? Say it with me, ladies. Because she's a woman. And I know that y'all hate to hear, I know that y'all hate to be called out on your misogyny, but it's also just like you don't have these standards for men. Also, probably because y'all don't listen to male rap, but I feel like if you have an appreciation for women rap, you should probably get into some male rap because a lot of women are influenced by male rappers. Nicki Minaj, heavily influenced by Lil Wayne. Megan Thee Stallion, obviously influenced by Pimp C, Lil Kim, Big E. Like, the list goes on and on and on and on. So I feel like in order to get a fair understanding of these women in rap, you also have to get a fair understanding of their influences. Now, is there a conversation that we could have about artistic growth and subject matter and how Megan should expand on that? Yes. However, we can have that conversation, but then you also have to recognize and appreciate the moments that she is giving you subject matter that isn't just pussy this, pussy that, pussy fat, pussy wet. Like, you could also listen to Moody Girl. You could listen to Cobra. You can listen to a lot of Traumazine. Traumazine is my favorite Megan album. I think that she peeled back a lot of layers of her in that album. But I think if you were going into this album, if you were going into the Megan era looking for a reason not to like Megan or looking for her to confirm your bias against her, you got it. You got it. Because yes, you are getting her very specific Houston cadence. You are getting her very specific accent, her flair, her formula. You are getting the Megan package. And if you went into this looking for something new, knowing that you were not going to get a total rebrand of Megan Thee Stallion as a rapper that we have all come to know and love, then yeah, this album confirmed for you that she's just not the rapper for you, and that's okay. That's okay. But what we are not going to do is sit here and compare her. First of all, we're not going to compare her sales to somebody like a Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj debuted in like what, '08? She's been working since like '06, '07. I don't know. Y'all figure that out somewhere. But she was on the come up. She debuted in a very different era where streaming, it was not the streaming era. People were still actually buying music in that era. So comparing Nicki Minaj's sales to Megan Thee Stallion, who debuted in like what, 2017, and probably was working up to that a few years prior, is so disingenuous, and so it does nothing but stoke the flames between both fan groups and the people who are on the internet with influence. Y'all know what y'all are doing. Y'all know what y'all are doing. I've seen some videos of people on the internet and on YouTube comparing Megan to Nicki, Beyonce, Gaga, Doja Cat, and all of these other people. And I think the only comparison that is fair is Doja Cat. Now, what I will say about Doja is that yes, Doja comes out and gives you a different era every time. It's a different Doja with each era. I will say that I think that Hot Pink and Planet Her could have definitely had some like synergy. The Scarlet era for Doja Cat is so unique to the Doja Cat experience, but also still very much flares of who she is as a rapper and as an artist. She's weird, she's kooky, she's going to give you something unexpected, but also she has a very similar cadence. She has a very similar pattern of rapping. She has content on her albums that you could say relate to albums in the past, but it's packaged differently. And maybe that's all y'all need. Y'all need something to be packaged differently. And I agree that I think that it is time to retire Juju on a beat. I would love for Megan to work with like College Park. If you do not know who Mr. College Park is, he worked a lot with the Yang Twins in the early 2000s or the mid 2000s. He made songs like Bedroom Boom, Pull My Hair, Wait the Whisper song. He has such a unique thing about him to where he can make a lot of different sounds. And I think the problem with a lot of these producers is that they produce the same sound with a bit of a difference every time. It doesn't elevate the artist when you work with the exact same producer throughout an entire project. Like, we need some variation, except if you have somebody like College Park who can give you different sounds and different emotions in music and really take whatever it is that you want to talk about and reflect that through the production of the song. I think that Megan could, because do not get me wrong, Megan is not my favorite, the Megan Thee Stallion album. So like I said, we can have conversations about, is she growing as an artist? Is she choosing the right people to work with? Is she doing this? Is she doing that? Is she doing this? Is she doing that? However, what I hate to hear is the comparison between her and these other artists. Stop comparing her to Nicki Minaj. Nicki Minaj is a singular artist. She is a once in a lifetime type of generational talent. And I just don't think that it is fair to pigeonhole every other female rapper up against this standard of rap excellence. And that is not me saying that I don't think that Megan is excellent. That is not me saying that I don't think Doja Cat is excellent. That is not me saying I don't think Cardi B is excellent. That is not me saying I don't think Lotto is excellent. I think all of these women are excellent in their own right. But Nicki just, her ability to do what she does is just a very singular thing. And I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan by far. I think that there are a lot of critiques that we can also give about her that would parallel to the critiques that I'm hearing about Megan Thee Stallion. For instance, when has Nicki delivered an entire body of work that is completely different than her other bodies of work? On each album, I guarantee you can find a song about her popping her pussy, her being the baddest rapper alive, her being the baddest bitch alive, her having the fattest, wettest cat on this planet, her her numbers, her stats, her da 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 da. It's a lot of repetitive material. So there's a lot of things that are similar on each Nicki album, but also we live for it because it sounds good, it jams and it slaps, and it reminds you of who Nicki is. That is her brand. Her brand is being the best. Megan's brand is being a hot girl. She makes hot girl music. Why don't y'all get that? Why don't y'all get that? But instead, y'all would like to nitpick at these little things like, oh, Nicki makes gospel music. Nicki rapped on a Spanish song. Nicki had a Jamaican accent, dialect. Yeah, okay. All of that shit is outliers. All of those things are outliers. The majority of her music is, I am the best. You bitches ain't fucking with me. You are my sons. You could never be me. You imitated but never duplicated. And I'm the baddest bitch with the wettest cat on this planet. And I live most times. I'm so sick of the Megan discourse. And I think that I'm tired of the Megan Nicki discourse. And I think it's just really time that we retire it. I'm also very tired of the people who latches onto this. Well, if Nicki didn't respond to Megan's hiss, then it would have never went number one. Well, if Nicki has all of this power, why did Nicki's Bigfoot go number one? You want to know why? Because it was bad. Because it was bad. Did Nicki have an influence or impact on his going number one? Sure. That's usually what beefs do. They impact and influence each other. That's what they do. But with all that said, Nicki's song didn't go number one. Why? Because it wasn't good. You have to have something good that people can actually latch onto. His was good. His was great. Much like Not Like Us. Good. Great. Like that. Great. None of Drake's disses went number one. None of Drake's, I think Family Matters might have came up to number 7, but that was because that was the best diss track that he had. But also, every other Kendrick song was better. I'm tired. Let's talk about Doja Cat specifically, because I think that Doja Cat is somebody that people try to pit Megan against because she is doing the things that they say that they want Megan to do. But in all reality, y'all don't want Megan to do that. What you want is for Megan to fail. You don't want Megan to replicate Doja Cat's success. Y'all want her to fail because her failing makes your fave look better for whatever reason. I don't know why y'all think this way, but you really need to go check yourself in a rehab or therapy somewhere because somebody need to have a conversation with y'all. Sit down in the chair with the lady. Anyway, Doja. Okay, so Doja. Scarlet is a group. Scarlet, because I was about to say it's a great album. I tried it. Scarlet was an okay album. I like Scarlet. I think that it is a very cool move for her. It's still gonna have to grow on me some. I haven't really went back to it probably since I did the review on this video. But Scarlet was good, right? I think it is a perfect example of artistic growth. Or if not growth, expansion. It expanded, so I guess that is growth. From Planet Her to Scarlet, Doja Cat has expanded her artistry, right? Now, if you take a look at the first week's sales of Scarlet, you wouldn't be able to tell the way that y'all are talking. Because if artistic growth influences sales, then Doja Cat's Scarlet should have sold easily over 200,000, right? No, it sold 72,000 the very first week. So no, artistic growth does not influence sales. We can go back to Beyonce. I would say that Cowboy Carter in Renaissance should have been her fastest selling, her best first week sales. It should have been the pinnacle of commercial success if we are saying that artistic growth influences sales. It does not. It does not. The numbers don't reflect that. So let's just go ahead and put that to bed and let everything else die. I think that there is room to have conversation about artists. I think there is room for artists, fans to have conversations about the art that they're receiving and ways in which that they should be growing, right? But I also just don't think that a lot of the ways that y'all try to tackle that conversation on the internet comes from a good place. It comes from a place of, I need to get some likes, I need to get some clicks, I need to get some views. So I'm gonna pander to the Barbs real quick in order to do so. I'm gonna say everything that the Barbs are saying on the Twitter or on the X, whatever. I'm gonna say everything that they're saying on the internet, and I'm gonna put that on my YouTube and then profit from all of y'all's thoughts. That's what they're doing. And Barbs, y'all fall for it every single time. And I hate that for y'all. I truly hate that for y'all. We can talk about Taylor in her latest album, okay? From what I hear, because like I said, I just did a Taylor review. If y'all want to go see it, go see it. I actually liked the album, but from what I am reading on the internet is that Taylor has not grown much as an artist. I couldn't tell you because I don't listen to the girl's music, okay? I don't know. But from what I'm hearing is that she is in her 30s, writing and singing like a 17-year-old broken-hearted schoolgirl. Taylor is recycling the same old bullshit, yet she keeps blowing everybody out of the water with the exact same music. Adele, blowing everybody out of the water, singing and crying about the same old shit. The subject matter is the same. Divorce, babes, divorce. She is singing about the same old shit, yet y'all eat it up every time because that is who she is as an artist. She sings about heartbreak. She sings about love and pain. That is her bread and butter. Megan's bread and butter is being a fast-ass hot girl who like to drink Henny out of straw. I just want y'all to grow up. I want y'all to grow up and let these artists sell whatever it is they want to sell. If you don't like it, you are not forced to like it. But stop getting on this internet peddling these tired ass Twitter takes from hateful ass Barbs and hateful ass people in general who they don't want to see the girl win. That is the problem. She could literally be on the album speaking in tongues, rapping in tongues. She could be rapping in Farsi, and the Barbs would still be like, she's talking about the same thing. She's doing the same stuff. Y'all are still buying the same thing. And we like it. I ain't got nothing else to say about this. I just kind of wanted to get on the YouTube and rant about y'all's rants and all of the hashtag discourse that I'm seeing online. So with that being said, Okane kasegu watashi wa sta. I don't know what she be doing. Stop. All right, y'all. Toodles.